Yo guys, it's me HappyCairek and welcome to LDoE Survival. So right now we will go outside and we'll try to kill Klaus once again, and hopefully this time I won't die just like in the last episode. I did take a couple of weapons and hopefully even 2 M16s and maybe 1 shotgun will be enough. I'll try to use shotguns against Klaus to kill him faster. And after that I will open a couple of crates at police department and I would like to have a talk. Why raids suck currently, what things I wish were different in raids. And I feel like that might be fun and we're gonna have maybe some sort of a conversation there in the chat. But as of right now guys, let's go and let's try to fight with Klaus. And I heard a lot of people telling me that I should go and wash my bike, but I mean, why should I wash him, guys? This is literally 100% dirt bike. I totally like it, and I think I'll keep him for a little bit longer just like that because, I mean, it's a unique pattern if you know what I'm talking about. But whatever, let's sit on the shop for now. Let's go outside and let's deal with that bad boy Klaus. And also another thing that you might have noticed is that there's no more 2019 coins because I did have 2019 coins by accident, and a lot of people, like I would say 50% of my comments were people just commenting that we have 2019 coins. And you might ask me how that happened is because I wanted to craft my pants, guys, because I think that the only thing I need is a jacket and pants, and other than that I don't need anything and I won't get cold in these winter areas. So I just wanted to craft my pants, but it didn't have enough rope. All I needed is just 1 more rope, and I just skipped that grass recycling or whatever it's called, where you make grass into rope. I skipped that and I used like what, 8 coins probably. Well, I didn't really think about it. I just did that by accident. After that I realized that I just spent my coins and now I don't have any more 2019 coins. Well, rest in peace, but it's 2019 now, so everything is fine. So whatever, let's get out of the bicycle. Hopefully I won't get frozen here just for no reason, but I did take 1 more whiskey just in case if I'll get frozen. So let's now start killing all of these dudes. Okay, Klaus is already attacking me for some reason. You know what? What if I try to kill him? Okay, we do 50 damage. Okay, that's not that much damage. I thought we'll be doing like 80 or something. For some reason, he started attacking me and I don't see any zombies. Okay, now I see zombies attacking me. Okie dokie. I'm gonna kill the henchman, guys. Gonna kill more of those. And now all of these are there any dynamiters? Okay, we don't have any dynamiters there. Okie dokie. We're gonna kill the henchman. And now what? I feel like shotgun is really great against them. At least if I'm not mistaken. Look at that, guys. We're shredding Klaus into tiny little pieces. We can kill henchmen with 2 shots. And especially if there would be dynamiters, I feel like that would be even easier. I'm not sure though. Like, some people said that killing Klaus isn't worth it, but in my opinion Klaus is really one of the most worth bosses to kill. Okay, let's heal up a little bit. I just have to be all careful and all stuff that I don't get squished against all of those bots. What am I talking about, guys? I can't even focus. Okay, I have to definitely heal up or Klaus is going to destroy me. Okay, more Klaus. Oh my goodness. Whoo! Whoo! That was so close, guys. So sorry about that scream. Definitely didn't mean it. Oh my goodness. Now I have to be careful. Okay, dynamiter. Here we go. Gonna let that dynamiter explode his friends. More dynamiters started spawning before they didn't even spawn. Now they did. So that's fine. Okay, let's try to kill them. There has to be Klaus somewhere. No, or did they explode Klaus? Did dynamiters exploded Klaus, guys? Did they? Please tell me they did. Oh, yeah, baby. Sire killed Santa Claus just with 1 shotgun and 1 M16, so it's totally worth it. Like, please tell me we got a C4. Yes, indeed, guys. We got a freaking C4, a finger, dog food, some of those. Like, this boss is totally one of the most worth bosses ever to kill, at least in my opinion. So, yeah, just like that, guys, we were able to destroy the boss, like, in what? In, like, 3 minutes or something? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I wish I was able to kill Cramp just like that. Some people told me that all I need is just 3 weapons to kill the Cramp, but I have no idea how to deal with those parasites because sometimes parasites are really hard to kill as they are just spitting, and at the same time you still need to use weapons and it doesn't even drop a C4, so I wouldn't say the Cramp loot is worth it. But some people say that from Greg you can get a kitty pattern, and I would definitely love to get a kitty pattern from Greg, but at the same time they don't drop a C4 and I don't need any other loot. Like, to get the steel plate, to get something like for 3 weapons even from Cramp, I don't know if actually Cramp is gonna drop that many weapons, so I'm not sure. Maybe if we used Glogs there, I don't know. To be honest, guys, I have no idea if it's worth it or no. There's a lot of crawlers spawning and it's just better to use a milk ore, and I don't want to be using my milk ore as the best way to use their milk ore. Like I said multiple times already, is at police department. So I'm very glad that we got another C4, and while we are talking about C4, this is perfect moment to start talking about raids. Look at how many C4s I've got. I've got 10 freaking C4s. Very nice, just because I stopped raiding and I was able to save up a bunch of C4. So that's all Gucci. And let's actually start the topic about why raids suck, at least in my opinion. And I would say that the biggest problem, at least for me right now, are boring tasks, because I've been doing raids for a really long time now. I've been raiding since they came out, and tasks became so repetitive. It's just that I am literally so bored to do these tasks. I think that's the biggest least problem for me. I would say 50% of the reason why raids are boring for me is because of those tasks. Like, when I talk repetitive tasks, I mean like killing 25 toxic abominations and opening 15 chests in red areas. It's like, it's just so annoying. It's, I don't know, why can't we just kill these toxic bombs in all random areas? I hate being forced to go to a particular area just for that, for the sake of tasks, and it's gonna take like 30 minutes to kill. And for me, when I am spending coins and I have enough gasoline to travel between those areas, it's fine for me. But I don't know that there are some people who don't really have enough energy, and these tasks are not really mobile friendly, because you have to wait a lot to travel between areas, from one area to another area, if you're not skipping that with coins. So these tasks are really cancerous, at least in my opinion. But at the same time, I wouldn't say that they are that bad. There are way worse tasks, such as crafting 5 chests, crafting 15 spikes, or other things. Why can't we just delete our wood or gather wood or something? Why do we have to craft chests that we don't even need? There is a bunch of people who already have the max amount of chests, and we still need to craft them, and we still need to craft the spike traps, which are totally useless. These tasks are even worse than killing 25 bombs or opening up 25 chests in those red areas. And also, another reason why tasks are so boring is because loot is really bad in those bases. Like, loot is not always bad, but like, when you're getting a bad base to raid, like for example, when you're getting a base that doesn't even have a CB radio assembled, like, why do we even get such bases? It like makes no sense. Like, the dude can't even call raiders, so how are we able to raid him? Makes no sense. I don't understand that we're raiding bots. These are not real players, but still, like, make the game a little bit more immersive. It's just sad to see that we are raiding such bases that don't have a CB radio assembled, that don't have a chopper assembled. It's like, it makes totally zero sense. And also, reputation at raiders give nothing. Look at that, guys. I have 200 reputation, and we're not gonna get anything good from such a raid anyways. Like, the raid might be, I don't know what we might get. We might get just some sort of trash. We might get nothing, but like, I'm definitely not gonna get a guy who also has 200 reputation. Like, that's for sure. I'm not gonna get such a guy. So I don't understand why is it like that. And right now I'm preparing to go to police department, so I am gonna get rid of my set, gonna take it off my set, and we will go and I'll pull up probably 5 green crates, as there we're gonna get a couple of weapons, and at the same time I might get some sort of Uzi blueprints or something like that. And I will also have to start going to police department once again, because I haven't been at police department for a really long time. I mean, clearing that police department, but like I said, again, I'm saving up milk cores, but I've used those milk cores at the Klaus location, so that's weird. Like, I've killed, and also while we were talking about those bosses now, I've killed Cramp without using any milk cores. I've killed Cramp just with weapons, but I did run out of my AKs, and AKs probably have really huge damage per second, so I'm not sure how am I going to be able to deal with Cramp once again now without AKs, as I've used a bunch of AKs. So I'm not sure, guys, if it's worth it to kill Cramp. It doesn't really give that good loot, so I'm not going to bother about it. And talking about, and also I want to make a huge disclaimer here, is that I'm not talking bad about the game, because actually raids were the reason why I kept playing this game for such a long time, because for those who know, raids are really freaking fun. Like, you go, you raid a base, and it's like a jackpot. You might get a great base, you might get a bad base, and I'm totally fine with that. Like, we don't have to get great loot all the time, but when I struggle so much to do the raid, when I'm spending like 2 hours, an hour to do all those tasks, when I kill those 25 bombs, open chests, do alpha bunker, by the way, let's say hi to the raider. When I'm doing all those tasks, and then I get a base that doesn't have a CB radio, that has only 2 chests inside of the base, it's like, it's just not fair. We should get like probably maybe a huge base, and then it's up to our skill if this base is gonna be great or bad, if you know what I'm trying to say. It's like, when you're getting a big base, most likely you're not gonna get great loot there anyways, as you won't know where to go, especially if base isn't, if you can't find that base on YouTube. So it's like, it's not like we're always gonna get great loot anyways, because we won't always open all the chests inside of the base. But whatever, we're gonna continue the topic now. Let's check out what kind of the blueprints did we get. Well, katana, a Glock blueprint that of course I already have, a saw blade mace, a pipe, and a extended magazine. Already got that. Light stock, already got that. Glock, very nice. And a K blueprint. We already had all those blueprints. God damn it. Why didn't I get anything nice? And while we continue talking about raids, I feel like raids should be completely changed, because when developers released raids, they actually said that this is just one of the concepts of how can we raid. So it's not final version. They said that there might be other versions of how we might raid, so I would actually love to see those. It's just that, I don't know, raid is really a huge part of this game now. There is not really much to do, and I mean, tasks are fine. I wouldn't say that tasks are really, really bad in this game, because tasks motivate you to grind here. I just wish that those tasks were maybe set more conveniently, more properly. I don't even know how to say that. It's just because when we get a task, for example, to kill those 25 bombs, we are going to the red area, which otherwise we would never probably go there. Like, to go in the red area and farm is pretty fine, but I would prefer to farm other areas than just farming red areas. So those tasks force us to go to certain areas, and while I said that it's kind of bad, but at the same time it's still kind of great, because we are visiting areas that we otherwise would never visit, and that isn't bad. That's kind of cool. It's just I wish that they made those areas more rewarding. Then I wish that maybe tasks weren't so boring, that we wouldn't have to grind so much for these tasks, and I wish that they added like huge variety of tasks, not only like 10 tasks as we have right now, or whatever amount of tasks we have. If we had like hundreds of tasks, I feel like every time we get new tasks, it would make us want to go to that radio and check out what kind of tasks are we gonna get now, and we wouldn't get sick and we wouldn't get bored of tasks so quickly, because as of right now we can like probably name all of those tasks on our fingers. It's either clear one of the floors in Alpha Bunker, like dealer tasks. And also, while we're talking about dealer tasks, I would also like to touch the subject that some people don't like dealer tasks, and I would actually wish that we didn't have like such pay-to-play tasks, because there is no other way of how can we go to dealer 3 times in one day. So that task might be bad. Let's actually insert the password. So here we go, password is done, and I'll open a green and yellow crate here as well, because why not? So while we were talking about that dealer task, like some people don't kind of agree that it's there, and myself included. I wish that maybe we didn't have that task, but at the same time, it's not really a big of a deal that we have such a task, especially when a lot of people don't even go to dealers, including myself. I wish that I was going to dealer more often. It's just that dealer, I feel like dealer can be such a great thing in Last Day on Earth. I wish that dealer actually maybe had more deals than just one deal, and he was spawning more frequently, and he was there all the time, and he wasn't just like a timed event that is gonna disappear in like 30 minutes or something. Like, there's a lot of ways to make dealer better, and we don't have that, so that's a little bit sad. But like I said, dealer tasks are kind of great, and even if we wouldn't be able to raid every single day, for example, if we get a dealer task and we can't raid once again the same day, because it's impossible to get 3 dealer tasks in one day, I feel like that's kind of fine, because raids aren't supposed to be something that you have to do every single day. So waiting for that one extra dealer for another day, I feel like that would be fine. It's not actually that big of a deal, but I feel like they could make it more interesting if dealer was actually better, if it was giving better loot, if it was giving just armors and even better loot, because currently it's like he can get either like what, a pipe, katana, machete, or random gun, and the stuff that he asks is kind of I don't know. They could definitely make dealer more interesting, more fun. They could revamp dealer, and I don't think it's that hard to make dealer more fun. So at least these are just my 2 cents, guys. Whatever Hero gave him all the blueprints, he gave me nothing, as I still didn't give him enough blueprints. He wants a lot of them. So now let's open up green and yellow crate. And if you guys agree with all of the things that I'm saying here, or if you don't agree, then leave all your thoughts down below. I would definitely love to read your comments there and respond to some of them, because I feel like raids are really great. Like, the raids were the best thing that happened to Last Day on Earth, but at the same time they got broken quickly and they got boring quickly. I feel like they can be changed into the best thing here in Last Day on Earth, because raids are just really fun, and I feel like they can be great. It's just if they were changed a little bit. And it's not like raids are completely bad. Oh, we got an Uzi. Whew. And it's not like raids here are completely bad and completely trash. It's not like we need to change them completely. All they need to be done is just changed a little bit. And this way, everybody's gonna be happy. Just those little things might be tweaked. Like, in my opinion, I feel like if those tasks that we do from raiders would be more rewarding, rather than just like plainly and dumbly go open 15 chests and red zones. It's like, whilst it's a kind of a great task, but it's so repetitive. Like, that number is so big and it's so boring. It's like, I wish that it can be implemented into something more fun. Or if we are getting that task, then don't make us do that task like every second raid, because it's really repetitive. If we had like 100 or 200 tasks, and if we get that task one every 10 raids, I feel like opening those 15 chests would be fine. But when we don't really have a lot of tasks, and we have to only do that open 15 chests and red zones every third time, it gets to our nerves pretty quickly, and I feel like I'm not the only one who agrees with that. Let's actually do one more circle here around the base, because because I do love riding choppers, and I feel like I said that already multiple times, but I feel like if we actually got an area where we could ride our chopper, maybe in that hub or somewhere, I feel like it would be so great because we already have the mechanics to ride our chopper. So I feel like I can't wait to do those raids. To do the chopper races, that's just at least what I'm trying to say. And also, while we are talking about raids, I would love to talk about metal walls and metal cutters because, like, for example, the first thing that makes no sense for me is when they added metal walls to raids, because now there were some hackers, which for some reason it's still kind of weird for me. How didn't they sort out hackers from raids? Because there are obvious hackers in raids, but I mean, whatever, not that big of a deal, doesn't really even matter. But the point is, why did they add those metal walls to the game? That it's because we don't even have metal cutter. Why add metal walls? And at the same time, if they are gonna add metal cutter, then it's gonna make even less sense, guys. Do you want your metal walls to be destroyed by some sort of a bot comes and destroys 3 metal walls? How that's gonna feel, huh? I feel like that's gonna be really, really bad, as it's just a freaking bot. If it was a real person destroying your metal walls, you would have a totally different feeling than when bot comes and destroys your walls and you get a revenge raid and that base has like what, 1 chest inside. How the frick did he have that metal cutter? I mean, that doesn't happen, but what happens right now is that sometimes bots come and destroy 3 of our level 3 walls, and then we get a revenge raid and base has like 2 chests. Like, how does that even make sense? The guy doesn't even have a CB radio assembled. We get super trash loot, and somehow he had 3 C4s to explode our 3 walls, and he opened 50 chests in our base. Not 50, but 20, 30 chests. Like, that makes 0 sense. Like, those revenge raids are totally bad. They could be better. And while we are still talking about metal cutters, like I said, giving metal cutters for the bots would make no sense. I totally don't agree with that. I feel like that would break raids even more, because I don't want... 1 metal wall isn't something easy to craft. You need, like, literally, for free-to-play progress, you need, like, probably maybe a month, couple of weeks to actually craft that 1 wall. So it's not something easy to obtain. So it shouldn't be up to a freaking AI, up to a bot to destroy our wall. At least that's just my 5 cents, and I feel like a lot of people would agree on that. And if they don't agree with me in the beginning, after the bot would destroy their metal walls, then they would understand that it's not actually fair for the bot to destroy your walls. So in my opinion, they either have to make raids multiplayer, either remove those metal walls, either something, because I don't think that it's actually pretty hard to make base raidable with multiplayer. So in short, to sum up everything I said is... Wow, the chopper looks really weird. So to sum up everything I said, I feel like the easiest fix to raids would be adding more raiding tasks so that those raiding tasks are not that repetitive. To remove just such dumb and retarded tasks like craft 5 chests and craft 15 spike traps. If they remove those tasks, if they change them to something different, if they add more tasks that actually maybe benefit us or something, like go chop down 50 wood, go chop down 30 oak, or like go kill Revager, go clear farm. And if those tasks wouldn't be appearing every time, if they would be really not frequent, if we had 100 or plus tasks, then those tasks wouldn't be that repetitive and everybody would be way happier. So I feel like these are the fixes to raids, easiest fixes, so that raids are not that boring. Just add more tasks and that's it. And also, guys, I feel that we are going to be live streaming pretty soon, because I do have 12 YOLO logs, right? And with these 12 YOLO logs, I'm going to have like 2 hours of oak. So I'll be able to grind literally for oak for 2 hours. And hopefully those YOLO logs are gonna stay after the Christmas event, because if no, then that will be really, really sad. But if they stay, then I'll be able to grind for that oak for forever. Like, literally, guys, we're gonna get so much oak with those YOLO logs. But other than that, I love Last Earth. It's just a tip for how raids could be better, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like raids. And currently, like, the only good thing about raids is that you can get bunch of aid kits. Like, where are those? Like, I do have bunch of aid kits from raids, and to get aid kits is pretty hard. To get aid kits by yourself is kind of hard, but at the same time, like, still, raids could be just more fun. I'm not saying that raids are bad. Raids are the best thing that happened to Last on Earth, and actually that when the blind ones pause with that noise meter, I feel like this is so genius. Like, developers who thought of that, of the raiding concept, it's really genius in my opinion. But like, I feel like those little things, like that we are raiding bots that don't even have like CB radio, no chopper, raids are bad. Why do we have reputation if it makes no sense? All those little things add up. Like boring tasks, like we have like 10 tasks and they keep changing all the time. All of them are boring. If we had more tasks, everything fixed, everything would be just Gucci, and it would be the best thing in Last on Earth. So if you agree with everything that I said, leave your comment down below, or leave all your thoughts of how raids could be better and of what things you wish were different. And if you didn't agree with me on something, then definitely point that out, as I want to know, because I might have been wrong. And also, didn't you enjoy such an episode where where we actually talk about something, not only grind all the time, because I feel like a lot of people already grinded for something. I feel like those kind of talkish videos where we are touching some sort of subject and talking about it, speculating about what might come up, how the game can be different. If you enjoy those kind of videos, guys, then also leave a comment down below for me to know if I should make more videos like this or just plainly go and chop wood in every single episode. So take care now, peeps. Seriously, guys, make sure to check out Brawl Stars Let's Play. Just click here on the first card and you'll go straight away there. Or click here on the second card and you'll watch another Last on Earth survival epic video. And I'm uploading such videos on YouTube every single day, so make sure to drop that subscribe button and notification bell to not miss any future videos. Also, drop those like buttons while we're at it. And peace, 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 peace out.